As promised, in this video we're going to strip down this old water pump in our burner here. Now, I'm doing this as a bit of a preamble because I'm not sure if this is going to work. But I'm going to take the camera off and I'm going to show you what it's like. And this is so rudimentary, it's unbelievable. But it should work. I got this idea from an Australian website, Oil Burner. And he had some really good ideas about melting aluminium down. Because I'm kind of lazy at melting scrap aluminium. Plus I want to make some ingots so I could do some CNC machining. So basically, what have we got? This here is it could be a fire extinguisher, but in this instance it's a fireman's backpack, you know, the breathing apparatus. Welded a hole on here, cut a hole in it and welded a piece of exhaust pipe. And then at the bottom, just offset a little bit, welded a piece of British scaffolding pipe. And that, it's offset for a reason, so it gets a swirl, and when it goes, this thing glows. Now we're going to be using vegetable oil, which is in our gravity fed container supplied by the forklift, and that simply comes down this pipe here and through this control valve here. Alright, so that oil will start flowing through that now, but there are no jets or anything in this whatsoever. We've got our air line on here because we need to supply a small amount of air, and also we've got a shop vac to supply a lot of air. This thing doesn't need a lot of air. It would be better with a big blower, a proper blower, but I ain't got one. So the idea is this, and this is my difference from oil burner, and this is the first time I've tried this. In previous years we used to set the fire from the top up here, so you probably can't see inside, but we put some bits of kindling in the bottom, but we were trying to light it from the top. So this season I've sort of just half-assed welded a piece of tube on the bottom, and then with a stick type of thing I've got here a cap, so I don't have to burn my hands. So we can light it from here, which should be a lot more fun. The barrel itself, the burner, is nothing more than an oil barrel, and you can probably see here how hot it got last year. We actually melted, this is stainless steel, we melted stainless steel. So we've got our pans down here just to take the rough aluminium off, because we're going to do two burns. First of all to strip the aluminium, and the second one to make some nice ingots, but we're going to do that later on in the year. Now in previous years I put fire bricks in, but I thought it was a waste of time. I put a top on there once before because we had a metal bucket feeding that, and I thought it would preheat it. Well, that was a bad mistake because it got so hot it was dangerous. So that's gone. So basically we've got air and oil, and once that oil gets burning that will self-combust. Alright, it's a self-combustion type of idea. So let me see if I can get this going. I hope I can, because I'll be really embarrassed if I can't. And let me prep up some stuff. Now the thing is, this is a pump off the old, what do we call it, a Freelander. But we don't want rubber, so I'm going to cut all that rubber off because it'll smoke. We don't want that. And then we'll see how it goes on. So I'm going to start it on small bits first. Don't worry about that oil separator because the threads have stripped and it's not worth it. I'm going to start it on small stuff first, and then we'll progress to cylinder heads. That'll be fun, won't it? Right, let's go. Well, after a bit of messing about, I got it going. I had the vacuum cleaner sucking instead of blowing. Now she's going. Look at that. You can see. Oh, look at that. It's got so much. Look at the jet on that. There's no chance, is it? I must admit the heat's pretty incredible. Let's see that melt. There she goes. Look at it. It's like plastic, look. Now she's going well. That's what it should be like. Yeah. I was sucking through the vacuum cleaner hose and it was sucking flames out of the vacuum cleaner. Right, let me get the camera set up. Now that's up and running, let's throw something big on. The one you've been waiting for. Such a precise adjustment on the oil, because if it's too oily it gets smoky. Just like it is now. Get a better method of collecting. But this is only a first burn, we'll do the second one later. Because there's a lot of slag in it, you see. I hope you like that video. I've had to cut it a little bit shorter because well, I was burning sort of all afternoon and it looked a bit boring, so I just did you the sort of highlights. Got quite a bit of aluminium. There's all this lot. That's a bit slaggy. That was the bit that was under the grill and it got stuck, and that's the problem with my system I have at the moment, because inside the barrel here I have a piece of sheet steel, sheet stainless, which is here. And what happens is, as the aluminium melts and goes through the grill, the slag also drops through the grill and it builds up and it makes this puddly mess here. Well, it's not very good. So what I want to do, this is why I stressed in the video I'm going to do a second burn. because I've got all the metal out, but I've just got a lot of slag in there now. So the idea is, the second burn, when we had the pipe coming out of the burner, this time I'm going to put a bend on it, a 90-degree bend. So I'm put a crucible on the top, heat it up, get the aluminium melted again, and then skim off all the slaggy stuff, and then we should we should have a nice billet of aluminium. So what did we get off? 2-cylinder heads, few alternators, water pumps, odds and sods and bits and pieces of all sorts of stuff that you usually would throw away because it's not worth it. I got it on the scales there. I've had everything up now, I did it all up. 110 kilos. Not bad. How much did it cost? Nothing. Why? I was using waste vegetable oil to do this project, and it was waste vegetable oil, or used vegetable oil, that wasn't good enough to put in my car in years gone by, so it had been stuck in the garage for ages, and it had cleared out, but it wasn't top quality, so I used that stuff. Now, you could use motor oil. Somebody said you could use waste motor oil. I don't know. I like the veg oil because it's not smoky. I've just got an idea that if you use motor oil it would be smoky. But hell, there's 2 barrels of it over there. Might as well give it a go. I might mix it up a bit. You know, if I had 2 buckets suspended with a Y piece on and a splitter, I could sort of blend them together. Well, it might work. I don't know. I like experimenting. But yeah, I hope you like that, because like I said, the next thing is going to be that thing. That is a 4.6 Discovery 2 engine. I'd like to put the ZF transmission in there and burn it all at the same time. Now, why not sell the transmission? I don't know what it's like. We took that engine and gearbox out to put a 300 TDI in. I don't know enough about automatics to strip them and put them back together again. I'd rather have one that I know that's running and just say, look, that's a good one, put that one in. That one's been there about 5 years in the container. It's got to go. If it was a manual gearbox, well, no problem, I'd pull it apart and fix it up. But automatics, you know, you want a bit of corrosion in them and then they're stuffed. And you don't know, and it's a lot of work to put one in only to find it's no good. So that's why we're melting stuff. So, if I've got 110 kilos today, what the hell's in that one? Wow, I wonder if you could get a whole engine block in that burner. Let's find out. Anyway, so that was good. I hope you like that. Making Land Rovers better. You have a go at making one of them burners yourself. They're so easy to make. No valves, nothing like that. But just be safe. I know I don't wear gloves and goggles and blah blah blah, but I've done this quite a lot of times, and I sort of know what to watch for. And don't burn yourself. All right. Talk to you later.